What is going on with y'all YouTube? It's your boy Blue J Tay, and I am back again with another one, man. And sometimes you just gotta let people miss out on you. I know so many times in life we get caught up in trying to save people or trying to prolong these relationships that we may be in because we may be comfortable. But not everybody deserves your full attention. Not everybody deserves your time and energy. And the sooner that you realize this, the sooner you'll live a happy life. But I'm here to let you know today that you cannot save everybody. Everyone has a mind of their own, and people are going to do exactly what they choose to do. You need to show people how it feels to not have you in their presence. Because what it seems like to me is that people love to take advantage of those that they know are kind-hearted. People that they know are genuinely there for them. But when they realize that the one person that truly cared about them, the one person that was willing to sacrifice it all to see them happy, when they realize that that person is gone, it's going to be a wake-up call for them. Not everybody deserves your resources and everything that you have to provide, especially if it isn't earned. And I feel like so many times in life we get caught up in a cycle of feeling like we owe somebody something. But I'm here to let you know that you don't owe anyone anything. If that person is not getting with your program and they're not doing the things that are genuinely making you happy, then you have no need to be in that position. Sometimes it's best just to let people miss out on you. Sometimes it's best to let people learn the hard way. And truthfully, a lot of people just do not learn from words, they learn through experience. They learn through actually going through the hardships and figuring it out on their own. So in order for them to get there, you're going to have to be the one that sets the tone. You're going to have to be the one that just lets people experience life for what it is and stop trying to save everybody. But you have to value yourself enough to where you're not even willing to put up with certain things. It's not even worth throwing you off track. It's not even worth them witnessing you belittling yourself and then losing respect for you, and things just eventually get worse and worse over time. The best thing that you could do is save yourself the time. The best thing that you could do is just learn how to let people go. But when you value yourself and when you love yourself, this process becomes a lot easier. You have to always put yourself before you put anyone else. If someone does not value and respect you, they simply do not deserve to be in your life, no matter who they are. But just keep in mind that you lose yourself in the process of prolonging a relationship that was been supposed to end. I want to let you know right now that you should not judge people off potential. You judge people off what you see firsthand. Everybody, if you really look into it, could have potential. That doesn't mean that they're going to live up to it. You need to be realistic in terms of what's going on and who you're dealing with and move accordingly, but constantly reminding yourself that, hey, this person may be this or this person may be that, and I'm going to work with them, will eventually in the long run just set you back. You do not have the time or energy to continuously be set back. The going back and forth, trying to find some sort of balance when things never seem to work out is just not worth it. Because whether you let people miss out right now or 5 years from now, you're just going to realize that it was just all a complete waste of time. You're going to realize that none of it was worth putting your morals and everything that you stand for to the side in order to appease to this next person. And to be honest, through my 25 years of living, one thing that I've learned in terms of relationships or just dating in general is that you have to show people. You can only say so much before somebody needs some sort of actions or some sort of proof to back up your words. So the less talking that you do just shows this person that you are about what you say. And if you're constantly repeating yourself, you have to realize that words simply aren't working. You have to change something up. Sometimes all you could do is put that person in that uncomfortable spot and allow them to learn. But the more that you try to babysit somebody, the more that you try to guide somebody into making the decisions that you would want them to make, the more that they're going to resent you because they're not doing things because they want to do it. They're doing it because you're making them do it, or you're trying to help them get to that certain point that they probably don't even want to be at. Because if they did, they would do it themselves. But you owe yourself this version of growth that you need to experience. You owe yourself the time and energy that you've been trying to put into everyone else, but just not getting what you want in return. Prove people wrong with success. Let people see you reach high points in your life and realize, like, man, I should have done them right. Because they will. And if it's somebody that you genuinely love and care about and you feel like it's that meant to be, then give it time. Allow time to pass. Allow yourself and them to grow and see how things work out in the future. But right now is not the time. Now is the time to let people miss out on you currently. So even if in the future, if that's what you want to pursue, they'll realize, man, I need to cherish and value this person more because I know this is exactly what I want. But nobody realizes what they had until it's gone. It's going to take them losing you in order to realize that this is exactly what they want and need in their life. So you have to put yourself in that position to not be played with and to not be belittled, because if you allow people to do this, this is exactly what they're going to do. You could be the smartest person in the world. You can know how to articulate your words in order to get your point across in the greatest ways. But if that person does not see that your actions align with the things that you're saying, they are going to take advantage of you no matter who you are. I remember I was in this relationship in high school, and I used to always say things and I felt like I meant it, but my action always showed otherwise. And what this eventually led to is them realizing that, I just talk to talk. The things that I may say, I may feel as if I mean, but I don't have the courage and the actual willpower to stand on it. You have to hold people accountable for their actions and the decisions that they're making. And if you don't, people will always exploit you. People will always take advantage of you, and you will always get the short end of the stick. But when they realize that you're not playing, when they realize that you're firm on the things that you say, this is how people snap out of it and get in order. And truthfully, this is exactly what you need, because you don't have any more time to be wasting just sitting around here letting people do you the wrong way. You can't save anybody. You have to let people save themselves. You have to let people fail and experience any form of hardship that they may experience by themselves, so that they can learn through trial and error before you're even able to get whatever you may want to get out of them. That's exactly why I don't live my life trying to prove something to somebody anymore. When you're running around trying to prove your worth to people, it's on them to dictate your true value. And you should never put it in somebody else's hands to tell you who you are or to show you who they believe that you are. You should come with your worth and your value and your principles. And these are all things that you stand on and represent. And your partner or whoever should notice this. It's not up to them to determine your value, but they'll realize later what they missed. They'll realize later, if you're a good, authentic, genuine person, they will be back. I promise you, because they always do. But at this point, you're going to reach a point where you've outgrown that old version of yourself, and it's not even worth speaking to them anymore. And if that's the case, then so be it. But the last thing that you want to do is put yourself in a position to continuously backtrack and not make no promise, because you're just setting yourself up for failure in a sense. But they do not deserve you. Certain people do not deserve your time and energy, and there is just simply nothing that you could do in that sense. You got to be okay with moving on. You got to be okay with letting people go if they're not helping build you up. And if you aren't, then it's just going to be a long dating and a long, life journey in terms of relationships, because you haven't mastered how to let people go. That was one of my biggest, hardships growing up, just as far as dating, is because I never really understood how to let somebody go. I never understood that if somebody is doing you wrong, it is not your responsibility to try to fix them or to build them up or mold them into whatever you want them to be. It is their responsibility to make that decision that they're wrong and to want to change. But the more that you try to change somebody, the more that they're going to resent you in the long run, really, and the more that they're going to lose respect for you. And in a relationship, one of the major things that you need is respect, because with respect comes loyalty, and with loyalty comes all of the other essentials. And if you don't have the bare minimum essentials in terms of dating, then you will never make it. But just let people miss out on you, man. Stop proving yourself to everybody. Do what you need to do in order to elevate and grow. But, it just boils down to not everybody deserves this version of you. Sometimes you got to let people go to really find yourself. And if that's what it's going to take, it's worth it in the long run. But if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you so much. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Blue J Tay, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.